Good morning. We continue thinking about these statements in verse 8, a kind of ethic and a kind of community that is willing to suffer and is contrary to the larger community of the world because we're living in it as exiles. So what things should characterize us? Well, he says, finally, all of you have unity of mind, sympathy, brotherly love is our third one, brotherly love. The Greek term Philadelphoi. Of course, we think of Philadelphia as the city of brotherly love, which if you've hung out in Philadelphia, you might find that sometimes doesn't feel that way. But Philadelphoi. So it comes from the idea of brother, adelphoi, coupled with phileo, to love. And these two words come together. It's a compound word that's talking about brotherly love. Now, a couple of passages here, these come from 1 John 3 that I think are significant when we think about what it is to have brotherly love. 1 John 3 and 4 are really important Bible passages about love. Oftentimes we think of 1 Corinthians 13, and rightfully so, but perhaps 1 John 3 and 4 are more robust in terms of the details about the nature of love, in terms of us loving God and us loving others, both the vertical and the horizontal experience of love converging together. And we read in verse 13 first of 1 John 3 and then into verse 14, do not be surprised, brothers, that the world hates you. Another way of saying that is you're in exile, expect to be rejected. We know that we've passed out of death into life because we love the brothers. Whoever does not love abides in death. Whoever does not love abides in death. Just a little later in that same chapter, verses 23 and 24 of 1 John 3. And this is his commandment, that we believe in the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and love one another, just as he commanded us. Whoever keeps his commandments abides in God, and God in him. And by this we know that he abides in us, by the Spirit whom he has given us. The Spirit gives birth to love. Love is what identifies us over against the world. And so we learn from this passage, and we learn from the broader context of 1 John 3 and 4, that the love of brothers, the love of sisters, the love of the community is a baseline witness and testimony to the authentic love of God. So as Peter writes to exiles, the first way people are going to look and see that they are really different is the characteristic nature of their love for one another, their brotherly love. It's a kind of community that's knit by a different property, not selfish, not quid pro quo, not karmic, not giving back as good as you get. Instead, one that is filled with the self-sacrificial love of Christ for one another. May the Lord bless you today as you walk that out.